Stella, hi! We are back for chapter 2 of Slay the Princess. And if you were here for chapter 1, you will know my plans for marriage did not go very well. But we're going to see if we can fix that. I'm going to read the first part of the narrator because it ended, I closed the stream here, and so you won't hear him. So you'll hear me. I'll do my best impression. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. Okay, I tried. Let's go!
You're here to slay her.
Oh,
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I have to do it all over again? Yeah, wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it.
We've just met for the first time, you and I.
That's a lie. No.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree. If he
Wait.
doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
There's 2 heroes?
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
I knew I
And as
shouldn't
far as
trust
trying
the
to help her
narrator.
goes, need I
Evil
remind you
wizard.
how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Right, you're saying that, but there's also the chance that she turned you down for marriage, and now you're jealous of our blossoming relationship. And I understand how it may not look like it's going to be the best relationship because of the whole stabby thing, but I have faith. So your hatred of our love will not destroy us. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. Let's see what he says.
Those are 2 very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
It is.
If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Possibly.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess.
Oh, it's a skeptic.
You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us.
That's true.
That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the 3 of you are crafting.
Oh, so now we're liars too, just like you claimed the princesses.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her?
Maybe.
Did you say something really mean to me?
Maybe.
Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it.
Ha!
I'm a professional, after all.
A professional evil wizard.
Sure you are.
Yeah, sure you are, buddy.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh, is the narrator the same voice of the narrator in Stanley Parable? Because I loved Stanley Parable, and I'm really enjoying this game, and I wondered if there was at least some similarity between them.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I went through a time portal?
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I don't know. I'm confused.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
I want to
Oh,
believe
how
that.
I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the 4 of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are.
Okay.
You're talking in circles.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm talking in facts.
No, you're a liar. I don't trust you. Let's talk about
Just
this
be quick
princess.
about it.
No, I have things that I need to know. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time is because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? It was just a little bit of throat slittery. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place? This one.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Not an ounce.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
I don't know the reason why you think she's gonna end the world. Is it written in the stars or something? Did a mystic tell you? There has to be a reason.
Literally anything.
Anything.
Fine. Check your pockets.
Sure. Check your pockets.
You put your hands in your
Oh,
pockets
look, my hand
and
is
pull
like
out
this.
an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Okay.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
Yeah, but you put that there. I can't write with nails like this. Or maybe that's why my writing looks like that. Is there any riddle or code in here? No, I don't think so.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
If he was on our side, wouldn't he have done something to stop the princess having a stabby moment with us?
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Exactly, Skeptic. That's exactly what I believe.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Okay. Who locked her in the
People
basement?
locked her in that
People.
basement, and I
Just
told you
people.
what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If she was so dangerous, how did people manage to lock her in the basement? If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is it all falling on me? You're being cagey. What are you telling me? You're being
I told you
cagey.
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
It's not a simple situation. You're
Not
asking
to
me to
sound
kill
like
a
a broken
princess.
record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
Yeah, where did trust get me last time? I put my heart and soul into loving the princess. And what did she do? Okay, why can't people slay her?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I am rather
You're the
special.
only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Well, there must have been a prophecy that I was the only person capable of doing this.
Oh,
So there
I
probably
didn't know
is a
we were
prophecy
special.
of why she could end the world.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
I think I just live in the woods, given my claws.
Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
How is there a ticking clock, though? If she's chained away, she can't do anything. Does he want us to unleash her onto the world? That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
That's a lot of pressure. I wonder what happens if I just turn around and leave. I'll proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Last time?
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
I'm in line of thinking of the skeptic. And last time when we were there with her, she seemed kind of honest. She wasn't very friendly, but you don't have to be friendly to be a good person and be honest.
Did you just say wink out loud?
Wink, wink. We did.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Proceed into the cabin. Will anything have changed? Will I have 2 knives?
The interior of the cabin
mirror.
is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Okay.
The only furniture of
that.
note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Was it an iron table bolted to the floor before?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different. Yeah, it is. It's different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade. I want to go to the mirror, but I don't know what's going to be through there, so I want to take the blade first.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
That's pretty much what I did the first time. Didn't say anything about the mirror.
Definitely did not. Does the mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
It should.
There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
We all see the mirror. This is why we can't trust you. You're
There's
lying all
definitely
the
a
time. Definitely.
There isn't.
There is.
I think you know what we have to do.
Yes. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. I suppose I am
Let's
rather
not get
handsome.
caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not want us to know about it.
We just want to look our best for the princess.
Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Did the princess put it there for just us to see? Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
So from his perspective, we're just staring at a wall.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
It definitely was, but maybe something magical's happened because we
Now it's
touched it.
gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Yes. Good plan, guys. This whole cabin is different
Very
from last
different.
time.
Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before.
It's a
I hope this
different
means
cabin.
you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
We
So
have.
focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
A mirror on the wall is not a minor detail, especially when it vanishes. Fine, we'll go to the basement. I wonder what happens if I don't take the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path,
don't think torches
dancing
were lit
across
before.
glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
There wasn't slimy moss.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
I don't think I'd mind living there. I wouldn't want to be shackled, but I love fantasy. And so the idea of like the flickering torches and ooh, into the dungeons.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I'm back, baby!
Does she remember us?
Of course she does. We love us.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy
got a
collar around her
handbag.
neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus
This is
as
a
she
bit
adjusts her
overkill.
hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here.
Yeah,
Do you
because
hear
of that.
yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Yeah, we never did that.
Have you
Never
noticed the empty
happened.
chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Maybe she has a tail like me. She could.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Was it?
It was.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I didn't intend to do that. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. Sit with her. Slay the princess. Okay? I'm going to sit with her. Hi!
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
I feel bad. Is her crown different? Are there multiple princesses?
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks
We don't want
and
to
sit
push
on the floor,
boundaries.
still a good distance away from her.
Because she might kill us.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Marriage. My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who is it for? What would you have me do, eh? I think I'm just going to leave you here, actually. You're not much of a threat to anyone locked up like that. Bye! Slay the princess. I wonder what the chain's for.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Oh, hardy ha.
Maybe it'll fit.
She looks really creepy there. I
I
like it.
hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I wish I could, because I love the idea that we walked into the cabin, stroked a wall, then came down to the basement and shackled ourselves. We'd be the worst hero ever. Inspect the shackle. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I
Ooh.
thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
I
I
guess what
knew
you
it.
said back in the woods really was true.
Yes!
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's
Ruh-roh.
complicated things. How exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The
It wasn't that
situation right
easy.
now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
Thank you.
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen,
Empathy.
why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
So he did know. But just a second ago he said so you were speaking the truth. But if you already knew, then you already knew we were speaking the truth.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's
Interesting.
pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
Don't make me feel bad for the
I
narrator.
get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. all right?
And just like that, I no longer
Moving
feel
on.
sorry for
Why
him.
is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
No, I
Your
want to.
success
I want to know.
hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
No, it sounds to me like you want me to have imperfect information so that I'll just go along and kill this sweet lady for no reason.
I won't.
No, we won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Oh,
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
narrator, sir, sounds like the kind of person who has to have an opinion on everything.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Inspector Shackle, I'm scared to go close to her. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? What would you have me do? And me leaving? Okay, so it's the same questions as before. I think I'm gonna ask what happened after I died.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
So there's definitely magic involved.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
I don't know.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Possibly.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible
believe
she really
you.
doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Destined to be together. Should we just inspect the shackle? Do you think we should just bite the bullet and do it? Okay.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
I knew you'd pop up again.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
I won't put it around my
What?
neck.
Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Oh, maybe
He
it will
doesn't want us to
actually.
look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
This might
But what if he's telling the
be
truth?
a good chance to test the narrator
He isn't.
and see how
I
honest
am.
he is. Let's inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity.
At least the princess is looking at me.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
What?
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Is it bad?
Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Now I'm nervous.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
no.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me?
Excuse me, sir narrator?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Oh no! I
Yes.
became my own jailer! Well, it was a test. We had to know. But now, thinking about it, the narrators are different. So we might be able to trust this narrator, but maybe the next narrator we can't trust. So it was all for nothing. Although we do get to sit next to our beautiful bride. We stroke her hair with our claw. Just you know, just poke her lips and stuff. Okay, that went well.
So it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we?
It appears
That's
so,
funny.
princess. Okay, a silly hi. I am back. My headset decided to waste away. You might have heard it beeping at one point, but we're back and we're gonna find out how to get out of shackles that we put ourselves in.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
No, we ain't quitters.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Wait, we did?
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
Ah.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen to me? I want to know.
No.
Okay. So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Not one for small talk.
Nope.
I'll get her to love me. What should we do? Oh. Damn, okay. All I can do now is wait in
You
silence.
and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything.
I think I'd lie down and have a nap. I'd be like, well, I'm not going anywhere.
This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here.
Can my
There
feet
must be
reach the
something
dagger?
we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
It wouldn't be that cold if me and the princess snuggled together. I might suggest that next.
At least the world is safe.
Hey, go, you want to do some cuddling?
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Sitting there looking
Her
pretty.
very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
I'm more inclined to trust him now.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Okay, so what's changed? Can I tame a mouse and the mouse can get the dagger for me? Hey, have you noticed the basement changing? Continue to wait in silence.
I don't like small talk.
This isn't
Remember?
small talk. This is just preparing how we're gonna escape.
Still rude.
Yeah, very rude. How rude. Guess we'll wait in silence then.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
So does the cabin change with time, but we don't? Have we been down here for centuries? Or like decades? But we just don't age or change?
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
This is true, skeptic.
She hasn't starved.
Nope.
I guess she hasn't.
Okay. So maybe she's not a vampire.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
I really like it when you see those images and videos of when nature takes back control over buildings and things like that. I think it looks really neat.
Until suddenly, there are no walls.
And then?
And
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Ooh, are we free? But we're still shackled, unless the
So
shackles will
this is
break
the
away.
outside world. It's cold.
Oh, look at her face, she's stressed. What the? Wait, what? Wait. Huh? That was kind of creepy.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Now, I am all for being the hero and, you know, saving the princess. That was really weird. But I guess we should.
Why is it here? Why now?
Because it means something. Explore. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Approach the mirror. Maybe
There's
that
something
one.
dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
We are scared heroes. I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
Yeah, she got grabbed by all arms and like
You're right.
turned into an arm ball.
She's gone. It's just us and
Like
that
a rat king, but an arm
awful
king.
thing. It is. Does that mean the world ended?
Oh no.
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
Arms? Lots of arms? Oh, we have to approach the mirror?
I'm begging you, don't do this.
We don't have a choice. Explore. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Is this the end of me? Am I gonna die again? Look at me, I'm cool. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Ah! Is that me? It's you. Oh, I'm scary. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What is this? You are at the cabin. These all arms? Hello. Approach her. Okay.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
This is disturbing. Okay, so something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Okay. So is she being attacked by this thing? What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there! Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me in here? And what's that one?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Destroy your body? Why did I destroy my own body? Wouldn't I have to destroy the princess? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
But it's inside of me?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
I am so confused. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Oh, well, I am the really creamy bit of caramel on a cheesecake. I could be fancy too. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me.
I don't have that many arms.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Whoa. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
What if, because her arms look pretty similar to all these arms, what if the princess, every time we had to reset the game, like something happened with her being taken, and these are actually her arms from different worlds? Okay, I know. Alright, I'll stop.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart.
A clever heart.
Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
But she's my wife. Or she was gonna be my wife. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me.
So you know her? How do you know her?
I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What do you plan to do? I mean, to be fair, I went chop chop with her arm and she didn't really flinch. So there's a chance that it won't hurt. Do you know what?
I know only that they are.
Okay. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Huh, maybe we should have listened to the narrator. But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Yeah, I kind of want to know if I was talking to the princess before, or if I was talking to, like, a gang of arms. Is this the end of the
How
world?
can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know where I am. I mean, by the looks of it, I'm in the mirror or something. Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Yes, I'm sad that you've got my bride. I'm longing to marry her, and I hope we get to live a long and satisfying life together. But that's not looking too likely at the moment. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So she wants me to play through this multiple times? Ah! Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? Okay, make me forget. Bye!
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You just want an army of hand people. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
You're also pretty annoying. Why can't you give me a straight answer? Aren't you scared I'll kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Yes. Okay. How many more pieces?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Stop speaking like this. I am but a simple dragon. I don't understand your fancy words. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. I'm not going back. Okay, make me forget. Or just wait here, like cross my arms and like scowl.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Stop being so nice. Wait, oh, okay, do I wait forever? Or let her make me forget? I want to see what happens if I wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
I'm not sure I want to put us both into the box. You're kind of weird.
If
There's
you
nothing wrong
close
with
that
weird,
box,
unless you have
will
this
you
many
become
arms.
Another you in another world. An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage.
Is this about the time that I shackled myself to a wall? Because that was an accident.
You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Am I marrying the arms? You do not know the panic I just felt when that game closed, because I haven't saved. I was like, no! But that was a pretty cool mechanic. It was like, you know, interesting that it closed and I had to come back to it. That's cool. But it scared me. So you have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I never left your side. I wonder what happens if you don't come back for like 2 years. How much will I forget? Okay, make me forget. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Everything? Okay, here we go.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I'll try. I want to remember the time we looked at each other across the shackles. That's the most romantic thing's ever happened to me.
You won't.
Man, that hurts. That's made me very sad. I didn't expect her to just take her away that quickly. My love. My princess with the crazy eyes. Wait, I start again? Wait, what? Do I go through it all again?
You're on a path
No!
in the woods. And at the end of that path
Oh, the real
is a
for the
cabin.
princess starts here. You'll
And
know
in
it
the
when you
basement
see
of
it.
that cabin
Okay.
is a princess.
You know what's coming. It is time to end the Astrology show because we have done a chapter, and that's just what we do with this game. So thank you for joining me. I don't know where things went wrong, but that's just how it went. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Steady bye!